Let's go. Let's go. The Mariners have kicked off the season, their home campaign, with a victory, a fantastic win against Sydney FC 2-0. It was an awesome performance from the Central Coast. And we are here for our match reaction. We are doing this live here on YouTube, so we'll keep an eye on some of the comments jumping in. But here are my thoughts after I've literally just walked in the door after coming back from Central Coast Stadium. First of all, so good to be back at Central Coast Stadium after 6 months since that elimination final, of course, against Macarthur FC at the back end of last season. And obviously a long run of away games, not just in the A-League, but across the FFA Cup too. And all of those away games, I've been doing some match day vlogs for some of those you guys might have seen here on the YouTube channel. Been doing a lot of, the vlog stuff. It's been rainy. It's been rainy, it's been overcast, it's been terrible weather for all these games. We get back to Central Coast Stadium, we get back to good weather and a good performance and a good victory for the Central Coast. So let's jump into it right now. So first of all, we have to talk about the lineup. And, there were a couple changes made, which were, interesting changes to see. Of course, Lewis Miller coming in for Storm Roo, a change that I think was coming. Storm... Yeah, he's just a bit inconsistent a little bit at times, I feel like. And Lewis Miller is always up for the fight, and he showed that today. I thought he's fantastic. Harry Still, once again, retained his place in midfield over Max Ballard, which was another interesting one. Mateus Maresh and Arenya starting up top. So... And of course, Jen Hall coming in for his first start of the A-League season, which was a big one as well. As I can see, we've got Josh, we've got Steven in the chat, Robbie's in here. How's it going, guys? Look, Mariners started so well in this game. They started so well. We started on the front foot, and the goals came really early. And I think that was so important. And, we saw it was obviously went on to impact the game, getting that early lead. The first goal, fantastic stuff. I was so impressed with how quick we were in attack when we won the ball back, looking, whether it was Marco Maresh up front, making that forward run instantly, looking for that space. And that's where the first goal, how the first goal was created. Mateus Maresh, fantastic pass and fantastic run, fantastic finish. It was all brilliant stuff. Marco Arenya, his second goal of the A-League season. Fantastic stuff. So, how many times have we said fantastic? A lot of times, but who cares? So from there, we kept applying the pressure, and that was the good thing to see, that we weren't letting the pressure on the Sydney FC players, especially when they're coming from the back, was relentless. We weren't giving them much space in midfield at all. And, defensively, our shape was looking really good. We were staying really well marshaled, and you could tell there was a lot of really good communication happening on the field as well between the players. And, the second goal, again, a similar sort of situation with just that fast play. And, initially I was so excited because I thought it was Maresh who did get the final touch, but it was accredited to be an own goal to Anthony Caceres. Mariners 2-0 up after 16 minutes. It was absolutely electric, the atmosphere in the stadium. The final attendance was 6,000. I was there. I tell you, at Central Coast Stadium, it feels like so much more. It really does. The atmosphere and the vibe around it, especially like getting that early lead, there was a sense of confidence. And, I think at one stage we heard the Yellow Army chanting, "We want 7" or something like that. I don't know. But dude, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. I'm seeing the live chat here. Marcus says, tough one tonight. Marcus, obviously a Sydney FC fan, and Stephen says, what a win for the Mariners, a fantastic win, and an important one as well. Heading into this game, I talked about it in the round preview heading in to this round, that both teams needed to win for different reasons, and, Mariners coming off the back of 2 consecutive losses in the A-League, despite some good performances, and Sydney FC yet to get a win, and still yet to get a win. So coming out of this game, there's obviously, now there's going to be a lot of conversation around Sydney FC. 4 games without a win. They've scored, 2 goals in 4 games. That is big concerning, big issues there at Sydney FC. They have to figure out what's going on there. I can see Dean in the chat. Dean, how's it going, bro? He says, I knew my prediction on the starting strikers on the podcast the other day would pay out sticking with Arenya and Maresh. Yes. You're right. And dude, those guys looked so dangerous like the whole game. Obviously, the second half, I should touch on the second half now, was a little bit more quiet. Hey, Sydney FC started to work their way back into the game. And when you look at their stats, when you look at the post-game stats, it's actually quite balanced. And for the Mariners, I think we had, 14 shots on goal in total, and only 3 of them were on target, So we took our chances when we got them, which was important because that was the thing that was lacking in the Wellington game. That was the thing that was lacking in the MacArthur game, that we were creating the chances. It was just that final piece of quality wasn't there. And at home, you just felt like at home that there was that little bit more effort. The likes of, especially the strikers, Arenya and Maresh, just to put that extra little effort in, just to make that run, get that touch. It was fantastic to see. So we held out in the end. That was the other impressive thing that I wanted to talk about as well. Towards the end of the game, I lost count of the number of academy products that were on the field for the Mariners. Dan Hall, Max Ballard, Harry Steele was fantastic. Lewis Miller, Matt Hatch, Damien Sakenis, Jacob Farrell. There's so many names. Against Sydney FC, who have the likes of Alex Wilkinson, Paolo Retre, Milos Ninkovic, Adam Lafondra, Max Burgess. These are high-quality A-League players. And Mariners Academy side, obviously we have experience as well, and Oliver Zanuck and Arenya and all that, but the fact that, especially when you looked at some of the duels, Josh Nisbet picking the pocket of Milos Ninkovic on a number of occasions, Lewis Miller out-muscling Milos Ninkovic. Jacob Farrell was fantastic yet again. It's so impressive, just the mentality that these players have, these young guys have, is fantastic. It's so exciting as a Mariners fan. Not just exciting, now just seeing it play out, but I actually one of the fans that I spoke to in my post-match interviews, which video will be dropping for that soon, or maybe will be out right now if you're watching this video on replay. But just the fact that this is the longevity of this Mariners squad now, knowing that we've got so many young players who are just going to keep improving and improving and improving. We've got some people in the chat. What's going on? Ryan says Marco was class. He certainly was. Nan says, what a class game. Elite Falcon says, I'm still stoked about the game. Torrin, what's going on? Good to see you guys in the chat. And let me know. Well, I want to ask guys, because it's an interesting one. Who is your man of the match? It's a simple question, but who is your man of the match? Because it is hard to pick. And that's going to segue nicely into my 3, 2, 1 votes, which I'd like to do now at the end of my match reaction videos. So 3, 2, 1. We're going to start off with number 3. And I'm actually going to go Josh Nisbet. I'm going to go Josh Nisbet. And I think he's been in all of my 3, 2, 1 votes so far this season. The guy is just getting better and better. And the way, when you look at him, and he came, when he made his A-League debut, he came to the side, this very, he's short in stature, obviously. And, people thought maybe that might be a bit of concern for him. It hasn't troubled him in the slightest, dude. His competitiveness, his determination is just second to none. And his ability on the ball, just fantastic. And his speed, his link-up play with Arenya, fantastic stuff. So Josh Nisbet up there has to take the man of the match vote for me. Josh Nisbet is a key player. Josh Nisbet is now one of the first players on the team sheet for me, and has really locked in. A lot of people talking about Josh Nisbet playing the center of the park now, center mid alongside Ollie. I can't see it happening now. He has to be utilized in one of those attacking roles, and it's going to be hard for the likes of Muller, Benny, and Kalolo to find a starting position in the squad. Because, I thought Sai was great as well. For my number 2, it's a hard one, but I'm actually going to go Marco Arenya. And, he had the goal in the first half. He was pretty quiet in the second half, but overall, just his effort, I don't know, I just love watching him, and you can tell he plays with passion, and the fact that he drops back a lot, he gets involved with a lot of the build-up play as well. It's so fantastic to watch. He's a player that always, like at times, he looks like he's sort of been a little bit lazy. He's like walking around a little bit, and then all of a sudden he springs into action. It's and we saw that for the goal. That's a perfect example for the goal. Just his football. He's a very smart player on the field, and his ability to sort of spot the runs, make the plays, and man, it was great stuff. So number 2, 2 points going to Arenya, and 1 point. At 1 point, I'm gonna go. I'll go Maresh. I was going to say Lewis Miller, but I'll go Mateus Maresh. I thought he was fantastic as well. Again, just those combinations with Marco up top, and that assist, that lovely pass for Arenya. Came off, obviously didn't run at the full 90 minutes, Mateus Maresh. But really good to see him settling in quite quickly now. And he's got, he had a goal in the FFA Cup 10 days ago, and he's got a goal here. So hopefully he just keeps building confidence. He's a young player. Marco playing alongside him is a very experienced player. The guy's played at a World Cup for Costa Rica. And Mateus Maresh, 23 years old, this Brazilian player with a lot of flair and excitement. It's got a really exciting combination, man. It's going to be interesting to see, when Simo and Muller come back, where do they fit into the side? That's going to be a fascinating thing. And it's funny because it's something I just spoke about in recent weeks that I felt like we missed Matt Simon in a game like this. I don't know. We just felt too fast for them, in games like this. But it's very different, I guess. MacArthur played a very different system to Sydney FC. So maybe it's something that just changes week to week. But look, Mariners have won. Fantastic stuff. Nick Montgomery. Shout out to Nick Montgomery as well, who is just, his team selections are working out. It's all working out so far. Very excited as Mariners fans. I'm seeing the live chat. What's going on, guys? Alex says, thanks for the interview. Alex, dude, thanks so much for doing it. Of course, I'm very excited coming out here on YouTube, or it will be out right now if you're watching this on replay, doing some post-match interviews with the fans, which was a lot of fun. That'll be dropping here on YouTube. Pumpkin Vod says, do you know what happened to Matt Simon, Elite Falcon? Thanks for swooping in with the answer. Neck injury, out for another 3 weeks. Yeah, it's a disc problem or something like that in his neck. It's a bit of a tricky one. So, Alex says, saw Matt Simon in the tunnels heading to my seats. Matt Simon, future coach, asks Alex. Potentially. I mean, he's a leader. Will he be a coach? Potentially. I mean, it's a fair question to ask because we've seen, John Hutchinson, Nick Montgomery, these guys head into coaching after wrapping up their playing days. Yeah, why not? We've got Chuck Mead in here, Sydney FC fan. As a Sydney FC fan, I am furious. And Steven says, hey guys, Sydney FC need to sack their coach. And obviously, I'll talk about it a lot in my A-League review coming out tomorrow, that in terms of how this is going to play out for Sydney FC, because they're now 4 games without a win, which is just that, shocking from a team that has been so consistent for so long. Does the Sydney FC need to sack the coach? I think it's way too early. But Steve Croker has a lot of work to do now. So from a Sydney FC perspective, it's a frustrating result for them. For the Central Coast Mariners, that's what we are celebrating tonight. Fantastic stuff, man. It's so good. Marcus raises a good point, actually. The Sydney squad is flat without Bratton. And I made a specific video talking about Luke Bratton because I think it deserved it, because he's such a key player to the way Sydney FC play. And, it's almost coming to fruition. Some of the points that I raised, his importance to that squad cannot be understated. And I think they are lacking someone like that. Bratton's so unique. He's so skillful on the ball, and the way he anchors that midfield for Sydney FC, they truly are missing him. We'll go for a couple more minutes. We'll answer some other questions in the chat here. Alex says, when do you think Matt Hatch will start? Well, Matt Hatch, I mean, as I was saying, I was talking about it just a couple minutes ago on Josh Nisbet, Cy Goddard, I think we're fantastic tonight. We're incredible. And then aside from that, in the wide positions, you've got Benny and Kalolo and Nikolai Muller, who weren't involved at all tonight. Does Matt Hatch start? I can't see him starting. I think he's a really exciting player, and I would love to see him start, but it's so hard with the competition for places, which is a fantastic problem for the Mariners and Nick Montgomery to have. When will Matt Hatch start? I think it's a matter of players getting injuries and stuff, to be honest. But I think it works, Matt Hatch, with his pace. And, we saw him come on, and a couple of times he tried to get around Harry van der Sar, the Sydney FC right back. A couple of times he was looking to get forward. So I think he's going to be a good sort of that impact player to bring on. That's my opinion. Elite Falcon says Stajic could join Sydney. Stajic could join Sydney if Corey could get sacked. Ooh, that would be interesting. As a Mariners fan, I'm not sure how I'd feel about that. Yeah, dude. So look, it's a fantastic way for the Mariners to start the home campaign. Hopefully, Central Coast Stadium becomes a fortress for the Mariners this year. Next week, looking ahead, we've got Western Sydney Wanderers, a game which I think after this weekend's results, we should be winning. Western Sydney Wanderers, hit and miss. Pretty lackluster. Very lackluster against MacArthur on the weekend last night. So, and Mariners coming off the back of this win. No reason why we can't get a result against the Western Sydney Wanderers side who are good, who on their day, have got really good players in Reece Williams, and I thought James Troisi was really good last night. So, look, it'll be another fascinating game, but Mariners currently sit 5th on the table, 2 wins, 2 draws, but overall, the quality of play has been superb. Hey guys, thanks for checking out this live match reaction. Will this become a thing? Usually we do these pre-record, but we're doing this live, so I can see you guys jumping in the live chat, which is very good. But of course, it is up here on replay. So guys, thanks so much for checking out the content here at Coastwood Football, where we're talking all things A-League, my team, the Central Coast Mariners. It's all a lot of fun. If you do enjoy these videos, feel free to leave a like because that helps me out a lot. If you leave a like, that's good. So thank you. I do appreciate that. And if you want to start up to the videos doing here, we're doing the podcast every Tuesday, review videos every Monday, preview videos every Thursday, and keep an eye out for the post-match interviews with the fans, which is going to be dropping real soon. Literally about to start editing it after I finish this video. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weeks, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.